Now this, while the Iranians have been complaining a lot about Lebanon, the actual president of Lebanon, yes, there is one, says he wants to negotiate directly with the United States. Tammy Bruce joins me now. Tammy, from the UN, a new assignment for her from the TV world and the diplomatic world.
That's
so
right.
What about the UN? Is supposed to represent sovereign nations. Why does Iran think they can negotiate about what happens in Lebanon above the president of Lebanon?
Yes, obviously, this is part of the problem with the Middle East, is the cancer of Iran, is what they've done to nations throughout the region, whether it be through Hamas, Hezbollah, or the Houthis, is spread that kind of malevolent framework in nations that deserve to be sovereign, have their own people. And as a matter of fact, we've just wrapped up a negotiation between Israel and Lebanon and the United States here, where a ceasefire is achieved. And there's a recognition between Lebanon and Israel that it's not a hostility between the two of them, but it's Hezbollah's malign influence in Lebanon, a nation that deserves to be free of that. And the president, of course, has helped manifest that ceasefire. Is Iran happy about that? No. But they're not happy about a lot of things in the Middle East. And that's why this has to happen. And President Trump is the person who can make it happen. Whether it is the cancer of Hamas with Israel, of Hezbollah, Lebanon, and the Houthis, of course, is that the region deserves, and now with the unity of many of the Gulf countries, is recognizing that, look, this can end. This does not have to be the normal of what Iran has done. And in this case, with Lebanon, working with us, negotiating across the board, they deserve to be free from this influence as well.
Tammy, I want to move to our hemisphere. The Trump administration has imposed new sanctions on Cuba's president, some of his family members as well. Trump's putting pressure on Cuba's communist government. Listen.
We just want them to be a nicely run country that can feed its people. Look, it's a failed nation. Without Venezuela, it sort of collapsed. And we're going to handle that as soon as we've finished. I like to do one thing at a time. And we'll take care of the Islamic Republic of Iran. And as soon as that's done on our way back, we'll just make a little brief stop off. We'll take care of it. We want to help them out. So we have some very good plans for Cuba.
Tammy, could what happened in Venezuela, particularly because Raul Castro, brother of the late Fidel Castro, has been indicted, could what happened in Venezuela happen in Cuba?
Well, I can tell you that with what President Trump wants to do, and he's very transparent about his interests for U.S. national security. The globe kind of gets smaller and smaller. Everything he does is based on what is best for U.S. national security, whether it's in the Middle East or, of course, extremely close to home, 90 miles off the coast of Florida, with Cuba. The Cuban people also deserve to be free. Secretary Rubio put this out on Twitter just a day ago. We will no longer tolerate radical Marxist regimes in our hemisphere seeking to threaten U.S. national security. So we have leadership now that can state what we want and can implement it. We know the Cuban people want freedom. They deserve to be free. We, when it comes to humanitarian aid, have $100 million waiting to be able to make a difference for Cuba. But the reality is that things like this can only occur when you've got leadership that can define it, be willing to implement it. And I think that everything, as we've seen with President Trump, is possible, including freedom. We have a few years, and in that time, we've learned that the world can change for the better, and that's the message that I think the Cuban people are hearing as well.
And it's so important in this hemisphere. Of course, it's not only Cuba, Nicaragua, et cetera.
Of course.
A lot of countries there need
Indeed.
change. Good to see you, Tammy.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.